Hello and welcome to yet another interesting English language class. My name is Precious Balogun. Our theme for today is vocabulary development and our topic is idioms and idiomatic expressions. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to identify idioms and idiomatic expressions in passages, explain the meanings of the expressions, use them in sentences, and lastly, find idioms and idiomatic expressions in the dictionary. Every language has a collection of words or group of words that communicate core values and describe life's experiences. Now, English language is no exception. Let's take a look at some examples. We have the expression spill the beans, which means to involuntarily reveal a secret. And also we have the expression a stitch in time saves nine, which means solving a small problem immediately may save a lot of extra work later. You would notice that these expressions communicate core values and also describe life's experiences. Now, these expressions are known as idioms or idiomatic expressions. Now you may ask, what is an idiom? An idiom is a group of words that has a figurative or non-literal meaning. When we say a figurative, we mean a meaning which is outside the dictionary meaning. That means it has an implied or underlining meaning. For example, if I say to bury one's head in the sand, I don't mean for you to literally put your head in the sand. What I mean is for you to refuse to confront a serious issue. So this means that idiomatic expressions always have implied meanings. Now let's take a look at some idiomatic expressions. First, we have let the cat out of the bag. This means for one to mistakenly or accidentally reveal a secret. We can say she finally let the cat out of the bag and told her parents of her plans to move out. This means she finally revealed the secret and told her parents of her plans of moving out. Next, we have play the devil's advocate. This refers to a person who presents a counter argument. For example, we can say, the defense lawyer played the devil's advocate during the court hearing. That means he gave a counter argument during the court hearing. Next, we have raining cats and dogs. This means it is raining heavily. We can say, we couldn't go to the mall today because it was raining cats and dogs. It is raining cats and dogs outside. This means it is raining heavily outside. It doesn't really mean that cats and dogs are falling from the sky. Moving on, we have kick the bucket. This means to die. For example, we have the old man finally kicked the bucket, meaning the old man finally died. Also, we have, I have decided to donate my organs when I finally kick the bucket. I have decided to donate my organs when I finally die. Next, we have bed of roses. A comfortable situation or easy option. Life is not always a bed of roses. This means life is not always a comfortable situation or easy situation. Also, we have marriage is not a bed of roses. Now, let's take a look at more examples of idiomatic expressions and their meanings. First, we have a blessing in disguise, which means a good thing that seemed bad at first. Next, we have better late than never. This means it is better to arrive late than to be absent. Moving on, we have break a leg, which means good luck. Also, we have call it a day, which means to stop working or doing something. Going on, when we say costs an arm and a leg, we mean very expensive. Also, when we use the idiomatic expression cutting corners, we mean doing something poorly in order to save time or cost. Another idiomatic expression we have is a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. This means it is better to hold on to what one has than risk losing it trying to get something better. Next, we have a penny for your thought. This means a request to somebody. This means a request to a person to show his or her thought. Moving on, we have backing up the wrong tree. This means to look for solution in a wrong place or to make a wrong choice. When we say birds of a feather flock together, we mean people of the same interest will always be found together, or they will likely do the same thing. Also, when we say don't count your chickens before they hatch, we mean do not depend on something that is yet to happen. Next, we have he is a chip of the old block. This means he looks like his father. Next, the expression hit the nail on the head means to identify or describe something exactly. Moving on, the expression kill two birds with one stone means to get two things done at once or at the same time. Also, when we say the ball is in your court, we mean it is your decision or the matter is in your hands. And lastly, when we say throw caution to the wind, we mean take a risk. Now, it is important to note that some idiomatic expressions can be used on their own, while others are used in sentences. Now, let's take a look at some sentences. Sentence 1. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. This is an idiomatic expression and it is used normally on its own. Sentence 2. A maker is a chip off the old block. This expression, a chip off the old block, is used in sentences. And this means that a maker looks like his father. Sentence 3. It costs an arm and a leg to complete the housing project. Also, this expression is used in a sentence with other words. Sentence 4. If she expects me to lend her the money, she is backing up the wrong tree. Also, this expression is used in sentences, and this sentence means if she expects me to lend her the money, she is making the wrong choice or decision. And lastly, sentence 5. Obinna is known to cut corners in his business. The expression cut corners is also used in sentences, and this means that Obinna is known for doing substandard jobs in order to save cost and time in his business. I'm sure you now understand what idioms and idiomatic expressions are and examples of idioms and idiomatic expressions. Now, let's see how we can identify these idioms in a dictionary. Just a reminder that a dictionary is a book or electronic resource that contains lists of words and their meanings in an alphabetical order. Now, the dictionary has different information. It has meaning, it gives you the synonym and the antonym of words, it gives you the parts of speech of a word, and so on. We can also find idioms and idiomatic expressions in the dictionary. For example, in the Oxford Dictionary, idioms are represented with the letters IDM, which stands for idioms or idiomatic expressions. Now, let's see how we can use the dictionary to find idioms. Now, how can we find an idiomatic expression in the dictionary? Now, one step is for us to pick one word out of the particular idiomatic expression that we want to find in a dictionary. For example, if we're looking for the idiomatic expression, kick the bucket, we should pick one word from the idiomatic expression. So we'll use the word kick. Now it's time for us to look for the word in the dictionary. First, you have to open to the letter K and then look for the word kick. And here we go. And after we find the word kick, we'll see the different definitions of the word. And immediately after that, we'll see a symbol, IDM, which stands for idiomatic expression. Beside it, we'll see different idiomatic expressions and their meanings. So, we'll look for the particular idiomatic expression, kick the bucket. And here we go. We can see kick the bucket. Informal or humorous. To die. That is the meaning. Having seen how to use the dictionary to find idioms, let's see the importance of idioms. Idioms help us say things in a different way. For example, instead of us saying, "It looks good from a distance, but when we look closer, there are problems," you can say, "The devil is in details." Also, idioms reflect certain values. For example, when we say, "As you make your bed, so you must lie on it," it reflects the values of accepting the consequences of our actions. Next, idioms give us a new and creative way of expressing ourselves. So with idioms or idiomatic expressions, we can express ourselves creatively and in a new light. For instance, when someone says break a leg, they are wishing you good luck, not literally meaning you should break your leg. So that is a creative way of telling you good luck. Next, learning about idioms help us improve our vocabulary. When we know more of these idioms and idiomatic expressions, it adds to the words in our vocabulary. And lastly, understanding idioms help boost our conversational skills and abilities. We become more comfortable and confident when we speak with people. Now we've come to the end of today's class, but before we go, let's take a quick summary of all we've learned so far. We've learned that an idiom is an expression or group of words that have a figurative or non-literal meaning. We've also learned that some idiomatic expressions are bed of roses, playing devil's advocate, a chip off the old block, kill two birds with one stone, hit the nail in the head, cut corners, and so on. And lastly, idiomatic expressions can be found in the dictionary. Now let's answer some questions. Question 1. What does the sentence mean? She doesn't know she is backing up the wrong tree. Option A. She doesn't know she is beautiful. Option B. She always makes right decisions. Option C. She is not aware she is mistaken. Or option D. She looks exactly like her father. The correct answer is option C. She is not aware that she is mistaken. Question 2. Which of the following options is an importance of idioms? Option A. It gives us a new way to express ourselves. Option B. It helps us lengthen our expressions. Option C. It gives answers to specific cultural questions. Or option D. It makes our speech sound monotonous. The correct answer is option A. Idioms give us a new way to express ourselves. I'm sure you've had fun in this class. Till we meet again, see you and bye!